Hey guys, Dan Hood, Big DH2000 here. I don't exactly know where this originally came from, but I think it was from Mike Miley. I'm not sure where he got it, but it was this interesting red and black layered uh, paper micarta. It was hard to tell. It might have even been homemade by somebody. I'm not sure, but it was black and red construction paper, and based on when I sanded it and had a whatever you want to call it and took a sniff, it smells a lot like fiberglass resin that you use. You know, the Bondo resin that you can use with fiberglass and make all kinds of things. But anyway, here it is. You remember I made this mini shape sometime back for Sarah, and a lot of people have liked it. So I continue to make one occasionally. Um, you have to be pretty talented on wrap and tuck to keep it on this, but most people are, and most people use it. These days, bands are so light and so powerful that you don't need much width anymore. It's got a... Now, let's talk about the core. The core is G10. It's called red G10. Now, not all red G10 is the same. This red G10 is bought from Mazecraft. The Mazecraft red G10 is a little more on the maroon side. There is also a supplier on eBay that has a red G10 that's like fire engine red, and you've seen me use that before. But anyway, the two are very different, and if you're looking for a maroon, go to Mazecraft. If you're looking for more of a fire engine red, go on to eBay. Now, here's the paper micarta glued on top. I would never use paper micarta as a core. It's just not strong enough, and one good solid fork hit and you probably take a fork right off. So that's why the G10's in the middle. But the other thing you notice quickly about paper micarta, you can kind of see it a little bit here. It's especially prevalent in the black and a little bit down here. Paper is obviously dyed, okay, but it's made from wood pulp. Well, the dye doesn't necessarily penetrate all the wood pulp, okay? So it might go 60-70% deep on it, but not all the way. So when you sand paper micarta, you get a little bit of a whitish gray haze to it, which is the portions of the paper that were not completely dyed. See, it doesn't matter when you just set a piece of construction paper down and write on it, whatever color it was dyed, that's the color that shows. But when you take like a angled cut on the paper and you start getting whatever you want to call it, a wedge on the paper through the thickness, you'll start to see that there's a little bit of blemishes in there. Well, those show up really prevalently when you have resin in it, and you can sand, and you can see one paper layer is from this line to this line. Okay, that's one paper layer, and you can see the little bit of gray haze in it. Paper micarta will always be like that, no matter what you do, unless it's white paper, okay? Then it'll be white, okay? But when you get any kind of construction dyed paper, there will always be a light gray haze to it. It's perfectly fine. It's beautiful. It may not be the taste of some people. You know, some people like their colors crisp and sharp. This more looks like a color with like a cloud over it. No matter how much you sand and polish, that will always be there. And no matter which direction you put the paper micarta on, that will always be there. It's worse in some than others because it depends on the quality of the dye job of the paper and the thickness of the paper. The thicker the paper is you use, the more gray haze you'll see, because the dye won't have penetrated as deeply, okay? The thinner the color paper is, the less haze you'll get. But then, of course, when you're making the paper micarta, you got to stack X amount more to make it work. But anyway, I believe I got this from Mike Miley. I don't know where he got it. It's been sitting in my collection to use for, oh gosh, maybe even 3-4 years now. Because I have never had, it was never big enough to put on the front and back of a bigger Slingshot. And I wanted to do a front and back, so it fit perfectly on this. We got an aluminum pin. Sorry I talked so long about this, but anyway, this one was just made on a whim, but there's already a friend who's very interested in it, so I can't promise it'll be available when anybody calls, but as you can tell, it came out quite nice, and the material is very unusual and very interesting to work with, but it comes out in a very nice manner when you get done. Take care, guys.